Alright, there's one thing I want to get out of the way before this even starts. Yes, I do have a bad mic, but I can talk through it and you can hear me, so that's good. Second, yes, I do play Call of Duty. It's irrelevant at this point, but I do really want to play Black Ops 5. Third part, the actual rant. So, as most of you know, if you've been some of my concurrent viewers, that I'm in honors. I am now in 7th grade. And honors, for those of you who don't know, it's just basically the students who are better, study more, and are just smarter than the average student. Right? So we've done a lot of hard work and a lot of studying to get to we are, right? To where we are. So I've been in honors since 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. So we've already worked very hard to this point. And I believe that the American education system doesn't think that we have, because the website that we're using, I won't name it, but it's not as bad as Pearson. I will say that. But it just feels like the teachers literally cannot help the full online students because of the system. You see, my school, we're doing hybrid and full online, so it feels like the teachers are limited to only the hybrid. So there's literally nothing that they can do to help us, the online students. And as a famous person once said, I can't remember the quote, but he said, if one teacher cannot be expected to teach all subjects, then one student cannot be expected to learn all subjects. And I feel like we should take that into account. But I get it now that it's the modern era, and this is not like back in like the 1800s when he said this. But I just believe that us as students should be getting, more treatment, more better treatment. As you can see, I'm not doing well in English. But I am actually doing decent, because I will freely admit that in honors you need to have a B/B plus or better to stay in, right? I will freely admit that my lowest grade is a B minus, and my highest is only an A minus. It is because it is so hard to learn on this website. And yes, I have gotten all my homework and lessons done for the day. So I don't skip school, because I already know that it's way too important. But at this point, I don't even know anymore, because at this point, what does it matter if everybody can't do it? Right? But that's just me. And the American education system has always been faulty, because at this point, I've even been wanting to go to Canada, Norway, stuff like that. I'd even learn Swedish/Norwegian just so I could live there, because the education system there is apparently really good, and I really care about my education, and many students in my class do. There are students who are way smarter than me, and who really, really care about about their education as well. And I feel like they shouldn't have to deal with this stress, because okay. So I'd say that you get 3 lessons every class, right? I'd say that's a good average. Let's just go off that. And if you have 6 classes, so that's 6 times 3, that's 18 lessons every school day. School takes around 6-7 hours, right? Well, and just today alone, I had 8 lessons for one class. And I didn't like that, but I got through it. I did it all. Kept my grade up, stuff like that. Get kamikaze, you riot shielding little bruh. But yes, that was a tangent. But at this point, I just don't know where my education will be going, because it's not going to be in my hands. We had a lesson in that class called being proactive. For all you uncultured swine, it just means that you're able to take control of a situation / stuff, But in the context they used it, it was for school. How are we even supposed to be able to take control of our school if we're not even going to the building? I don't know what to do at this point, as I keep stating, because I'm honestly semi-stressed out, and, a 12, 13-year-old shouldn't be stressed out about it, right? Well, that's not what my school thinks. You see, in actual school, before this pandemic hit, I would usually wake up at 6, because classes start at 8. Right? And so after that, it just felt like, okay, I know my routine now. The only good thing coming out of this is that I can do my lessons freely as long as I make sure that they're done on time. So I had a routine. Just wake up at 8, do my stuff at 10, stuff like that, simple. I'd usually get done around 2, 3, 4, stuff like that, depending on how much lessons and how long they took. Now I literally have to wake up at 6 still. And I work and work and work on lessons and homework until 5. So it's literally getting up at the exact same time and doing more schoolwork at this point. And on a website that really doesn't help you as much as in-person learning. So I am what they would call a kinesthetic learner, where I would like to, do it myself, like, try to learn physically, not like visually or auditorily. Just, do it myself. Make sure that I understand it by physically doing it. So when I have help from my teachers, like, oh, you do this, I'll show you how, and so I try it on my own, stuff like that. That's how I try doing it. That's how I always did do it. But now I really can't because, I can't talk to my teachers unless it's through email. And because I cannot be there physically, I cannot do it physically there. That's why PE was one of my favorites. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Just some dumb kid who barely got into honors giving a rant about the American education system. Like and subscribe if you want to actually support my dumb brain.